Yeah. So good day to everyone who is watching this video lesson. So today is September 22, 2025. So our topic for today is about the Cartesian coordinate plane. So for our objectives, first is to illustrate the Cartesian coordinate plane, identify each part of a Cartesian plane, and define Cartesian plane and describe each part. So let's have a short review on how we are going to use a number line and how we are going to plot the given integers on the said figure. So we just need to look for the numbers uh, indicated and represented by the letters. So for example, for letter A, we have 5. So we need to look at number 5 and write there A. Okay, so that will be the instruction to plot the given integers on the number line and use the letters to represent the given integers. Okay, so I want you to post this video so that you can answer it. Okay, next is, so let me show you the answers. So here are the answers for these questions. Ayan. So given that the instruction wants us uh, to plot the integers using their corresponding letters. Again, so A is located at the right part of the number line where you can see 5. Next is letter B. Ayun. And C, ayan, on the top of 0. Letter D, ayan, so you can see the integer 1 no, on top of that. And letter E, and of course letter F. So that is how we are going to look no for these numbers or these integers in a number line. So still the middle number is 0, as you can see. And yeah, well, just a review, given that the number line has arrowheads on both sides, it only means that this this figure or this number line represents infinitely positive and negative numbers. Yeah, so that's the reason why it has arrowheads. So for the lesson purpose, so I have here a question. If there is a number line that was drawn vertically, what does it looks like? No, or it looks like if the horizontal and vertical lines are combined. Ayan. So most likely we can produce what? We can produce a perpendicular lines. No? Perpendicular lines, given that um, we have horizontal and vertical lines. So let's see. Ayan. So here we can see like what I've said, no, from the previous question. Sige, let's go back. If there is a number line that was drawn vertically, and then what does it looks like? What does it look like if the horizontal and vertical lines are combined? So in this presentation, or for this current slide, you can see a Cartesian plane on the right side, no? So we have a horizontal line or horizontal number line as well as a vertical number line. Although later we're going to discuss why these number lines have x and y. No? Ayan. So let's talk about the Cartesian plane. So this is a Cartesian plane, a combined vertically and horizontally oriented number lines. No? These combined lines are known as the Cartesian plane or rectangular coordinate plane. So in some books, it was also called as XY plane. Ayan, medyo marami siyang pangalan. But ayun. So in algebra, it was known by um, by the name Cartesian plane. So, yeah, so marami XY plane, rectangular coordinate plane, Cartesian plane. Ayan. So by definition, it was formed by two perpendicular lines, one horizontal and one vertical, that intersect at one point. Ayan, so may point doon. Ano kaya ang number yung pinag-intersectan nila? So what kind or what is the name of that point? No? What is the name of that intersection point? So the picture on the left, or let's say in the upper left of the Cartesian plane, is the picture of René Descartes. René Descartes is a French mathematician, scientist, and philosopher who developed the Cartesian plane. Ayan, so he was the one who developed the Cartesian plane. Actually, there's a story about it. Um, the story is like there is um, a ceiling, ayan, a ceiling that is that was or there the ceiling has a design of like a tile like design, so parang square square siya. So dahil square square siya, nakatingin siya doon actually. Sakiti kasi si Rene Descartes. And lagi siya nakahiga, and then ayun, siguro nagwa-wonder siya. And then there is a mosquito or an insect maybe that um that let's say that stayed on a particular area, particular place, no, on the ceiling. And then after that, Rene Descartes wondered what is the position or what is the location or exact location of the insect or maybe or that mosquito. And that in the end, that is the idea, no? Or maybe I can say rather, that moment is when the idea of the Cartesian plane came from. So, um, maybe tayo, no? We cannot think about it. However, as you can see, or as if we're going to analyze the situation, it's just normal. We are it is just based on the curiosity, no? Kasi ang tanong lang naman dun, ano ang position niya? And from that idea or that question, no? He actually made the concept of the Cartesian plane. So from there, he can already locate the position of the mosquito. Actually, this concept of Cartesian plane was widely used and very now relevant in our daily life. Actually, in professions and so on, lahat ginagamitan nitong konsepto ng Cartesian plane. Okay? So, for explicitation, you can experiment this one. So, draw a horizontal number line, label the integers on the number line, and draw a vertical number line perpendicular to your horizontal number line. So, label also the vertical number line with integers and where the integers above the intersection 0 are positive integers. So, starting with positive 1 and negative 1. Now, the questions are this. So, what integers are located on the right of the 0 in the number lines? Next, what integers are located on the left of 0 on the number lines? Third, what integers are located above 0 on the number lines? Number 4, what integers are below 0 on the number lines? And number 5, how will you name this illustration if the horizontal number line and the vertical number line are intersected or they intersect perpendicularly. Okay, so I want you to process these questions, and maybe after tomorrow, or maybe September 23, I want you to share your discoveries and your learnings from this video, before we move on to our next topic. So I will leave these questions to you. Study about these questions, find the answers, and then we're going to talk about it when we meet again. So next is I'm going to present to you the actual visual presentation of an of a Cartesian plane. And of course, I also posted here the definitions of these parts of a Cartesian plane. So as you can see, we have x-axis, yan. So x-axis is actually the horizontal number line. Y-axis is the vertical number line. And the point of intersection of the two number lines, no, is what we call the origin. And the origin has a point of 0 and 0. So yan po yan. So this is the intersection point of the axis. Yan, axis pag isa lang. Axis kapag dalawa na yung tinutukoy natin. So quadrant, for the quadrant, we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3. So in quadrant 1 natin will be start, no? It will start on the upper right corner of the Cartesian plane, then to the left, then go down, then go right. Ayan po. Well, you can see it in the video naman, no? Or in the presentation rather. So ordered pair or coordinates, ito po. So we call it co-ordered pairs. These are number pairs or pair of numbers that gives us the location of a certain point. Example, 0, 0, ano? And we know that the 0, 0 is the intersection point of the two axes. So, however, if the question asks us what is the location of the origin, so the answer is 0, 0. Okay? And that is what we call an ordered pair or coordinates. As based on the definition, a pair of numbers that is used to represent a point on a Cartesian plane. Okay? Next is the abscissa or the x-coordinate. So the horizontal distance from y-axis. Yan. So, yan po yan. And ordinate or y-coordinate, the vertical distance from x-axis. So for your activity, I want you to do this one. Ayan po. So the Earth-friendly plan. Earth Warriors Club Incorporated has a plan of creating an ecological park in rectangular lot they bought. So imagine you are the leader of the sustainable development team and you are tasked to design the layout of the eco park using Cartesian plane. So you have in mind that a small circular pond or fish pond rather will be placed at the origin. Trees will be located in quadrant 1. This will help improve the quality of the air and can preserve the soil. Flowering plants will be placed in quadrant 4. And there will be a picnic area surrounded by flowering plants in quadrant 3. A mini playground will be placed in quadrant 2, and the mini playground will be surrounded by trees to give more shade to the place. So the question here is, have you designed the eco park plan correctly based on the given data? So I want you to try out this, and this will serve as part of your performance test. So this will be scored 1 to 20, but will be graded you based on the transputed grade from the 20 points. Ayan po. So the submission of this task will be on the next day after you receive this video. So that will be September 23, 2025. You can use a paper, a bond paper, okay, or you may print it out and you can draw or print, or you can also use a bond paper, draw a Cartesian plane there, and then print pictures then cut out. Or what you may also do is print a Cartesian plane and then draw. No, if you feel like drawing it, just do it. Yeah. So you still have we'll give this one to you by September 22. And so for our generalization, so I want you to generalize out of this question. So what is rectangular coordinate system? And the second question I want to ask you is, based on the definition of rectangular coordinate system, what is its relevance in our lives? So based on your understanding of the definition, how we are going to use it, how can we, how relevant is this? Okay, and part, uh, ayan, so just try this one. You may write this in your notebook and try to figure out the parts of the Cartesian plane. You may draw the Cartesian plane and label every part of it, and ayun, you can check it afterwards. So, or actually, this one is already provided from the previous slides. You may check it after you're done answering this. And that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching and studying hard in our subject. So, hoping for us to see each other again tomorrow, September 23, 2025. Thank you so much, and I hope that you will do your best to finish and accomplish all your tasks. Good day and goodbye.